Hello Jelly Plate friends. So as I promised in the Facebook group, I will explain you a little bit more in detail how I made this print. So the first step, I saw a picture in a magazine that I liked, and I made a drawing out of it. So obviously these two faces, and I made a very contrasted drawing that I worked a little bit on the computer so that it was really black and white, and then I transferred that to my big jelly plate. Obviously it was really the biggest jelly plate. It's 40 centimeters on 50 centimeters, and I did this with this soft body acrylics. And it was the first time that I was using this because I heard that it was really, really a nice black. And I don't know why, but it made these sort of little flowers. That in the beginning I said, oh, it will ruin a little bit my transfer. But at the end I liked it, and I said, oh, I will work this again after the transfer is done, when the print is done. And then the other black, I don't know until where you can see. So then the other black marks are made randomly with the same paint. And as you can see here, it made those little flowers too here a little bit. Let me see. But it was mostly on the transfer of the faces. So I think that it's question of how thick the coat is here. The coat was thicker and it made less little flowers. So that was the first coat, the black, and then I let this dry. And then I wanted to have a really nice fluorescent background behind the faces. So I've put with the brayer on top of the faces the yellow paint, and that was an Amsterdam yellow fluo paint. Then I made the orange layer, and it's also the Amsterdam orange fluo paint, but since it's put on the yellow one, it's a little bit pinkish. And as you can see, there are little circles, and then I will get back to, so I will get my little soap, as I showed in the last video on YouTube. So with the soap I made little marks into the wet paint, and when the paint was on my soap I have made little prints in other spots. So as the paint is here in the front, there was not yet yellow paint on the jelly plate. The yellow paint was just to begin with behind the face. So that was the third layers with the soap, and the here it's done also with the soap in the wet paint. So I've let the pinkish orange coat dry. And then, let me remember, I've put the brown. So it was also Amsterdam paint brown with the brayer. And when I say in the description, it's with the wallpaper technique, I mean that I've put the brown with the brayer on the sides, and then I have this wallpaper, and I pushed the wallpaper texture into the wet paint to pick up some paints, and then I have this texture. That was the fourth step. Then, so we're still putting layers one on top of the other on the jelly plate. And then I have put the green layer with the stencil, the letter stencil. Okay. And that was the fifth layer. And then I let this dry and I put the yellow fluo Amsterdam paint again over the whole surface of the jelly plate, because the first time it was just on the faces. So the pickup I did with the same yellow Amsterdam fluo color. So a fairly thick coat all over. I've put the paper on, I've put weight on, heavy books, and I let it dry overnight. And this morning I pulled the print. And because of these little flowers in the face, since I had my original drawing in my computer, I could a little bit work on the inside of the face, and it's quite nice to see those little flowers appear in the hair of the lady. So I hope you are a little bit wiser concerning the way I made this print. And don't forget, if you are interested in more fun techniques and detailed videos, well, I say detailed, I say like 1 hour videos, please, I would invite you to join me on Patreon. And the Patreon link is here again. Thank you for watching, and on my Patreon page you will find a lot of art journaling and art therapy and a lot of gel printing. Bye!